Rob just came from Wakanda. Welcome back.
He just came back from Wakanda.
Yep,
okay.
plane just landed. It was a good trip.
Yeah, see, he even brought back.
I recommend everybody take that.
They
trip.
gave him the slippers and the dashiki, and it was good.
Yeah, his hair's braided right now.
Yeah, like Spidey, like Peter,
he's got the cornrows,
the Dora Milaje.
Rob,
He's got the incense burning in the back.
Exactly. Man, oh man, welcome back and welcome for the first time. I haven't done this in a while, and I'm kind of happy about it because I love it when my crew gets on. The crew, not my crew. The crew gets on and they do the intros. There we go. Run that. It's been a good week. We're a few people down. Terrence is celebrating his better half's birthday, so happy birthday to Mrs. Miles Morales. Happy birthday to you. Megan is having family, not issues. Family come over. Yeah, and Tosh is just ghost. She had to go do whatever she did. What did you think she did when she checked off, Mike? What was she doing? Some
with Black and Thunder.
Yeah,
she was with Black and Thunder, the stripper. That's what she's doing right now. She had to do a Black and Thunder.
She doesn't feel well. She's under the weather, so
okay.
Get better.
Is that what she calling it now?
Yeah, get better. Yeah.
Black and Thunder.
She with that Black and
Thunder. Just as long as Truck Coon don't come and visit her.
Yeah, Truck Coon.
The Truck Coon.
Oh yeah. Well, as you can tell, people, the only one that hasn't chimed in yet is Rob, but we have QP the Source on the panel tonight. What's going on, man?
Oh, it's great.
Yeah.
I'm doing good. Came back from Wakanda today. Nice 2 hour. 40 minutes, Mike. Trip. So, good luck.
I visited Wakanda yesterday. It was a great trip. J Pat, what's going on, man? Out there drawing?
Oh, not much. Just still on my boycott Wakanda.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Whatever.
All exports or extra commission. I can't. GDP is down. I don't want to. Bring those imports in, those Kamoyo bees. They can stay over.
No, they can't. I want one. Just one.
I do too.
Because they can fix everything.
Yeah, everything.
They can fix everything. Rob just came from Wakanda. Welcome back.
He just came back from Wakanda?
Yep,
okay.
Plane just landed. It was a good trip.
Yeah, see? He even brought back...
I recommend everybody take that
trip. They gave him the slippers and the dashiki, and it was good.
Yeah, his hair's braided right now.
Yeah, like Spidey, like Peter.
He's got the cornrows.
The Dora Milaje.
Rob,
he's got the incense burning in the back.
Exactly. smell like Egyptian musk.
Yeah, got the oils.
Yeah, rubbing on
Egyptian musk and cocoa butter.
Rob like
have some very smooth skin.
Yeah, let me get some of my elbows. Oh man, and Mike Jones Adams.
What's happening, y'all?
Chilling.
Glad to be back.
Yeah.
I missed y'all last week. Even though I was having fun, I missed y'all last week.
Yeah, that looked like a blast, man. Looked like you had a good time.
Listen, y'all got to understand, my wife's family parties. Them the parties people like.
It looked like you had fun.
My God. My wife's family is a whole gang of just people. They don't care about nobody else. They party. When the music start and stop, they own the dance floor. If you look, it's mostly her girl cousins. Every now and then, when an uncle or somebody will step in, but it's like 6 or 7 female cousins, and they just tear it up. I don't know how they know all the latest dances, and they all old as hell. But they all keep up all the latest dance steps. They know all the shit. I don't know how they do it, but they have. I'm telling y'all, when we have our party, just be ready. They serious.
Oh, it's
just
over.
Get out of the way.
All right.
It's over.
So how long did you sleep after that, man? Because that was pushing your limits.
Let's put it like this: when the party was over, like 9, there's always an after party. They go down to the hotel, they go down to the bar, or whatever, and they hang out. I told them, I said, I'll be down in a minute. I ain't never go down. I woke up, my wife come back in the room. Let's go. You done missed it. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. Oh shit, my bad.
I didn't know you were Irish, man. That's an Irish goodbye. It's like
Yeah.
I'll be right there.
No, I was out. A hotel couch is comfortable. I was gone.
Damn, that's good.
You got the gift. Fall asleep anywhere, man. Everybody don't have.
I know
that
I
gift,
do.
man.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah,
I
I
love
do.
that I do.
Shit.
Oh yeah.
Fall asleep standing up, man.
I can too. I promise you I could.
You know, there's an old kung fu movie based on Mike. It's called The Sleeping Fist.
The sleeping fist. What kind of
Yeah.
70s?
Like there's the Drunken Master, there's the Sleeping
I
Fist.
thought that wasn't that one of the hidden tracks in a Wu-Tang joint from like '96?
I ain't never heard of this.
Possible.
Right.
It's possible.
Sleeping fist.
I've been on the Wu-Tang kick.
I think it was the nickname for the Netflix's Iron Fist.
Zing!
Robert off the top rope.
Exactly. With the braids, got to keep them tight. Man, we're gonna start off on a somber note. Batman's dead. Batman died. The most famous voice of Batman on the planet passed away.
He is Batman's
He is
voice.
Batman's voice.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Passed away. Really sad. And when we first heard about it as a group, we were just trying to. I heard everybody's phone. Like I could hear Rob's phone tapping, trying to find confirmation because it came across. Then Quincy shared it with us at first. But man, when it became truth, it became real sad because that's the voice of Batman to me and to a lot of people.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Whenever you think about him in your brain, Batman's voice is his voice.
When I'm reading it, yeah, definitely I hear that voice.
Yeah.
Definitely.
When you're reading it and you imagine
Yeah.
it, he is
It's
prolific.
good. And he went across different platforms, video games, different animated projects outside of the one that he originally started on, like especially the Arkham series, because I played all those games.
Yeah.
It was, he deserves to be mentioned up there with Wes and with
Mhm.
Keaton and
Yeah,
the
definitely.
greats.
He should definitely.
Just solely off the voice work, and it's sad to hear.
Yeah, I'm really hoping that they manage to get some of Kevin Conroy's voiceover done before Injustice 3 comes out because he was Batman in that as well.
Yeah,
I hope so too, man. I do. CBR posted a pretty good article about the top 10 Kevin Conroy Batman moments. Number 10, I am Vengeance. I am the Knight. I am Batman from Batman the Animated Series, Season 1, Episode 10, Nothing to Fear. That was some dope stuff. That's when you knew he was, for real.
That's an iconic line.
It very much is. Number 9, Conroy voiced Batman in the Arkham video game series, as Quincy mentioned. I played one of them. I haven't played all of them, but I really did like that. That game was pretty awesome. He voiced
Very strong work.
the Brave and the Bold's Batman. Of course he did.
Yeah.
Am I Blue? To save Wonder Woman's life.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I remember that. Played live action Bruce Wayne on the CW. You guys remember that?
Mhm.
Yeah, when it was
Crisis?
Batgirl or something, wasn't it? Or was it Crisis?
Crisis.
It was
It was
Crisis.
Crisis, yeah.
That's-
But she was in the scene with him, wasn't she? He was talking to her somehow?
Is
Yeah, it was her episode
Right.
of the Crisis.
that's pretty dope.
Oh, that was back when Rose was doing it?
Yeah, when Rose was doing it.
Okay.
I liked Rose as Batgirl.
She got out. She saw the
She-
script.
She saw the writing on the wall. She's like, "I'm peace. I'm out."
Yeah,
And she got hurt too
She got
a bunch
hurt,
of times.
yeah.
she did. Yeah.
Was she doing her own stunts? Did she do her own stunts? There's your problem.
I don't know.
There's your problem.
I stuck with Batgirl, but it wasn't that good either way, with or without her. But she didn't make it or break it.
I
To me, it wasn't a good show.
liked her. I liked her as an actress for some of her stuff. That was one of the few things that I did like her on, but because it wasn't too serious and you just knew you could get.
She was in the John Wick movies.
Yeah.
One of them, right?
Uh-huh.
She was in number 2. She was the sniper, I think, right?
Mm-hmm.
What was it? Number 5. Batman's final moments with Ace showed his humanity.
Oh man.
Oh, yeah.
That's a classic.
Justice League. He spoke from the heart when he visited Superman's grave in Justice League season 2.
When he thought he was dead.
Yeah.
Toy Man killed him. Yeah. They thought Toy Man.
Age Bruce Wayne returned to guide a new hero. Batman Beyond, season 1, episode 1. Conroy's final chronological line in DCAU was perfect, and the Mask of the Phantasm. That was listed as his best work. I mean,
is that the best Batman movie?
No, not the
It's definitely the best animated one.
I don't think so. I have to watch it again. I didn't like the Phantasm that much.
Did you like Hush?
No, I didn't.
Hush was trash.
I don't remember seeing it. I read Hush. I didn't see the cartoon. I own the comics.
The best Batman's might have been the Dark Knight Returns, the 2-parter where the guy, I can't think of the actor's name, he was RoboCop. He did the voice for that, but Conroy didn't have anything to do with that. That was really good.
Peter Weller did his voice, really?
Yeah, he was really
wow.
good. It was a 2-parter.
Didn't know that.
Really good.
Yeah.
Check that out. That's on HBO Plus. It was that one.
You should see if Return of the Joker is on there too, because that's a really good one as well.
That's a good one. That one's good.
Yeah, that's the Batman Beyond one, but that one's good. But I still really like Mask of the Phantasm.
That is good.
That's on HBO Max now, isn't it? Is it still on their queue?
I think so. Yeah,
I'm gonna check that out.
Yeah, it should be.
I'm gonna check that out. I'm excited about it, but
check that out and Dark Knight Returns. Like 100% watch both halves.
All right.
Like the second one ends with him fighting Superman. A very good fight. Really good fight. So,
do you think my 7-year-old would be cool to watch those?
Nope.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Oh, here we go.
This was like blood and there was no sex, but there was violence. I mean, that's all. That's how lenient the parent is. You know, it's up to you. But
I just don't.
It'd be up to you.
I just don't know.
Yeah, he's not banging Batgirl on the roof on any of those.
Not until like 2 or 3 years ago. That's when that happened. So yeah,
Joker is walking around shooting people though. Like they're pretty graphic with some of the violence. So I would not have them watch that part.
They watch Power Rangers, which is physically violent, but nobody ever dies because all the putties still get up and run away. So
it's blood in these flicks.
Yeah, but they blowing up monsters.
with sparks.
Yeah,
they just fall and they explode with no. I don't know how they could. Where did they live? Angel Grove.
Angel Grove. Yeah.
Angel Grove should have been an apocalyptic landscape.
So should have got them. You should be able to buy a house for $28.
Gotham, at least the buildings aren't falling down. Like they get an alien every week.
Every day. Monster.
Yeah, that's true. They don't have the Wayne Industries to rebuild the shit.
What's the Dragon Zord coming out of the harbor every other day? Like, what the hell?
Yeah, that was that shit.
Anybody ever wonder how they passed their classes because they were never in class? They were always they were fighting. Either that or all this shit happened after 3:45 in the afternoon and they had to save it and then they still had to do homework.
Zordon probably passed them the answers.
Yeah, Zordon hooked that up. That was all on Zordon.
Just email all their tests.
I got this, kids. Go ahead and handle it.
Anyone else hate I hated that robot. What was that robot's
Alpha
name?
5.
Oh, the one with the spaceship.
Alpha.
Yeah. I hated Alpha. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he had a spaceship head. I don't know how we got there, but now we're back. Staying on the DC front. Well, let me finish this off. Rest in peace. We're going to miss you as fans. We're going to miss you because you definitely had an impact on all of our lives in one way or the other. So, rest in power, my man. Staying on the DC front, there has been a whole lot of hubbub about Lobo and Jason Mamoa and which way this is going to go. Do we really think that Jason Mamoa is going to leave the Aquaman mantle for Lobo?
I don't think so. I think it would be a dumb move. He's already established it as Aquaman.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it either. Yeah. If they were starting from the beginning, then
maybe.
But you got 2, 3, 4.
You already got a
technically, film.
successful movie in it,
Right?
and it's successful. There's no reason to trade in on an if, just because he might favor the character. There's no reason to do that.
Yeah.
Why can't he just do both?
Just leave it alone.
I
and
mean,
let somebody else handle
they're
it.
different enough, and they probably won't cross paths very often.
With the
makes
prosthetics
sense.
and the face paint.
Yeah.
He could. That would be interesting. The first person to play 2 different characters.
Yeah.
In
What
one
was
universe.
I don't remember why they put golly, why is his name slipping my mind? Drax. Batista. Why was he? What was he in the article too?
I think he expressed interest in the role. Also,
I think they should do a swap. Give
I don't want
give
Give Batista Aquaman.
give Batista Aquaman, and make Lobo out of Momoa.
Give Batista a long curly wig and some tattoos.
Leave it alone.
Some
that's what I'm
Islander
saying,
tattoos.
Yeah, don't mess with the franchise just because he might look like it. He's got Aquaman. He's good. Just because he might favor this character, it's not enough to risk it.
He's a gigantic Lobo fan, though. He says that he owns every comic that Lobo's ever been in.
Yeah, he should have fought for that, like The Rock fought for Black Adam. Yeah, he should have. He took the Aquaman check and moved on. So.
But he never called him a clown, though. That's another whole story. But
it wasn't clown work.
$1 billion, over $1 billion. I think I want him to be Lobo because I just think it'd be really, really cool because he just has that aura that
he has that attitude, that natural attitude.
I think it'd be great.
Yeah, for sure.
He brought it to Aquaman. Aquaman has a little bit of that
he
Lobo attitude.
Yeah, he put a spin on Aquaman that made him
Right.
interesting. I don't know. To me, if it ain't broke,
that's it. That's all it is to it. I don't see enough to risk it for that. I don't.
Because the Aquaman movie was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
all his appearances.
Yeah, he got sequels planned. There's no reason to risk that. Just leave that one.
Yeah, don't mess that up.
It's like if he leaves there, then let's say Lobo's good, then Aquaman sucks because who you gonna put there? Like I would move him if you.
No.
They cannot be Aquaman.
How about they just pull a Witcher and just replace him with a Hemsworth?
But nah, you can Aquaman can fit in too many pieces that I'm sorry, Lobo just can't. I mean, he can't do all the things with the Justice League that Aquaman can. Lobo has to be his own thing, like Deadpool, his own pretty much creation. It didn't.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I don't see that.
Maybe they make it.
I don't see that.
Maybe they make it completely animated, and just have him do the voice.
If it's animated, it's something different, but that would defeat the whole purpose. Everybody wants to see him because he looks like a Lobo. He got the beard and the hair.
We spoke about this a few weeks ago when we talked about DC should maybe just hero movies in general should just turn out animated stuff. That way, they're not limited to physical limitations and special effects limitations. It's all just animated. Just make it gigantic.
No.
Well, here
Has
go ahead, Robert.
Has James Gunn has he directed any animated films that we know of?
I don't know.
That'd be a Megan question. She would know that off the top of her head. I have no idea.
Yeah, we're missing an Oracle right now.
Here's the thing with what they're saying with DC. Like something interesting they said. They wanted TV shows, movies, and animated stuff to all be connected.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
So, like, yeah, they said that they wanted, like, they're aiming high, and, this James wants to, shoot the biggest DC, story. We kind of, did we talk about it here? Or was that after the podcast?
It's in a 15-year plan. I think it may have been after.
Well, the story that they should shoot for. Like if they do like cartoon movies and TV show, I mean that's a tall order because I think Marvel's kind of struggling with the TV show part right now and connecting them with
DC's TV shows have been kind of good though.
Marvel's pretty much always had a lackluster TV show except for like Shield. Their cartoons are always hit and miss. They were never constant or consistent like DC's. But on making the whole thing animated, that'd be a mistake there too. Not because, well, for one, I want live action, but here's the thing. cartoons for some people are just for kids. I don't care how much story it is.
That's
I
true.
don't care how good it is. Certain people, if you see a cartoon, it can be the exact same thing, but just because it's a cartoon, it's a kid. It's just for kids.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't even gonna look at it. But whereas they'll see a live action Avengers movie, but they won't watch an Avengers cartoon. They're just not gonna do it. You kill the market with that. You got to leave it. I think they can still do both, but you got to have live action.
Yeah, you're right about that. We got to take a note from Japan and see how they pulled it off, because it's not like that in Japan.
Yeah.
They just think it's another form of entertainment.
But that's it. They look at it differently over there. Like it's another form of entertainment. Yeah. It's just storytelling to them. To us, it's all bougie. In Japan. Look.
But that's weird, because back in the day, like our grandparents' time, they didn't look at cartoons like that. Like Bugs Bunny and all that. That wasn't for kids.
No. Hell no.
No, I mean, Wabbit season.
I would.
Hell yeah.
I would be interested in them connecting the animated movies to the bigger picture, because they already, for better or for worse, and some of them are hit and miss for me. They've already kind of done it. They just haven't tied them to the. Well, DC as a whole has not been cohesive. Before now, it's been like different pockets or whatever. Mm-hmm. But they had those Titan movies were good. Mm-hmm. That series that they started from Flashpoint and ended in Justice League Dark Apocalypse. Like that was one like shared universe, and like that ended. Like I would do a Green Lantern cartoon, even though they're already doing the show, but do some of like the other characters, like explore, like I don't know what, but I would be all for cartoons instead of a live action show, honestly. Like do the animated part,
I think,
and disconnect them.
I think with Gunn wanting to have everything touch, TV, animated, and live action movies, have all that touching is amazing. Just because it hasn't been done yet doesn't mean that it can't be done. That's my whole thing. It's just because he has a lofty lofty dream and he wants to do it. I think he can. I mean, I really think that he can. I'd love to see it pulled off. And I think one of the reasons why he wants to do it so bad and he's holding his foot to it is because people are saying, you can't do that. This is impossible. But to watch what he's done so far, people have told him that's impossible. You can't turn either one of these teams, being the Guardians or the Suicide Squad, you can't turn these guys into headliners, and he did. And so what
he does have that ability.
Yeah, and so what's going to stop him from doing that? I'm looking. I mean,
and he does have an advantage over Feige right now, and that's he's sharing a position with someone. I know we're talking about gun, but like there's someone else who. What was he in charge of, the Conjuring movies?
Shazam and Aquaman.
The businessy.
Right. So like he's essentially splitting the workload, and hopefully that'll, turn out good results. Because, we want the best thing for DC right now. I do.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. I think so too. But I think back to the Aquaman thing, I think that he should be an animated Lobo and still remain the live action Aquaman. I think that's how it's going to go. Write it down, see it in an envelope. I think that's what's going to happen. We'll find out. Man. Andre, shout out to you, man. You made a post earlier that said every MCU villain was right, and I think Quincy took it personally when he
took some umbrage with that.
No, I already commented on it. I didn't agree with that. I mean, the first people that came to mind were Red Skull and Yellow Jacket. I couldn't think of any redeeming qualities that they had. Like, I know they're,
really none of the villains are right.
I know.
Like, let's Killmonger. Killmonger was almost right until he turned into a murderous scumbag. Like, once you start choking out old ladies and killing your girlfriend, and like, then you become wrong. Like,
yeah,
but he was already that guy. He didn't just become that guy. He was already
a killer.
He came there.
He was already a killer when he showed up.
He killed. Yeah.
I know people like to say Thanos was right. I don't see how
Thanos was dumb.
Like,
he was a
yeah.
dummy.
Who said it? Was it Robert that
right.
said it was the same power? You take away half, you could have doubled. Isn't that what Robert said like months ago?
Right.
Or he could have just made infinite resources.
Yeah.
You know. I
can't. Like, if we go back,
he just wanted to kill people. That's all he wanted to do.
Who was in the first one? Obadiah Stane. He was wrong.
How is he wrong? How was he right? He was wrong all over the place.
He was wrong. Who was in the Hulk movie? Who you want to say? Ross?
Ross is always wrong.
Kind of right.
No.
Was he? Did he have a point?
I mean, was the Hulk a threat? Only when you poked him. That's when it became a threat.
I mean, and he thought it was government property. I mean, I can see him from that angle, but
no,
I wouldn't say he was doing his job. He was doing his job.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
Even if he was kind of right, his methods were completely immoral by just mutating another man, and now you have two Hulks.
I like how he left that out when he went to Avengers Compound and blamed them for everything.
Right.
Like, they skipped right over Harlem incident and went right to, SHIELD, helicarriers and, New York
and
other stuff.
The fact that they were about to tactically nuke New York City without like that was your response to an alien invasion is nuking the city.
Just because they redacted it does not mean it didn't happen. Just because they put those fancy black lines.
What about Malekith from Thor? Was he right?
No, he was right. He was
like
he was a pissed off child, is what he was.
Right.
Loki got off easy when he went to Asgard. Like, he murdered, killed a lot of people in Avengers, and they went to Asgard and threw him in for a couple. And Thor's like, "Oh, come and help me." And he's been walking around ever since and mourned him. But what about New York, Thor? What about New York? Who else? Who's in the
Hela? What about Hela?
She was a scorned daughter, is what she was.
She had daddy issues.
That was nothing but vengeance. Yeah, that was nothing but vengeance.
That almost falls under the job umbrella. Like, I want what's mine. Like, yeah.
I think Ultron might have been the closest to being right.
He was misguided, for sure.
But that's the whole thing with AI and realizing, humanity is kind of like a virus on this planet. That's the usual, the
narration,
the common solution they always come to. So let's just kill all the people. That'll fix everything.
Yeah, we'll need to talk about Iron Man 3 because that villain was wrong.
Feel my power.
I don't even remember Iron Man 3, honestly. I don't even remember who was in it.
The fake Mandarin. The
guy that was Iron Man 3? Oh,
blowing fire and everything?
Yeah, that was terrible.
Who else? Oh, Shang-Chi's dad. He was an asshole.
What is it?
Yeah.
He was not right at all. Who?
Shang-Chi.
Who was the bad guy in Captain Marvel? Jay, who was the bad guy in Captain? Because I know you own that. I don't know
that. I don't
Jude
Law.
I
don't know that bullshit.
You know you love it. You know you love the cheese.
I haven't watched that movie from beginning to end.
At least you tried. You haven't even put your eyes on Eternal, which puts it above Eternals, and so I'm happy with that.
That's true. That or what's it called? Love and Thunder. Haven't watched that.
So it's above Love and Thunder.
Oh, Captain Marvel is way above
I'll
Love
take
and
it.
Thunder.
Especially from Jay. I'll take anything whenever.
It's not the worst. It's not the worst Marvel movie.
No.
It's still shitty.
Who's this Hyundai commercial is better than Love and Thunder? Shit.
What was better than Love and Thunder?
This Hyundai commercial that just went on.
And the Hyundai commercial. But I go ahead. I think he's invalid. It's been proven he's invalid just from this conversation.
It was a friend of his he was relaying information. A friend of his that said, and I'm actually curious as to which. I know how people feel about Killmonger and Thanos, but everyone else, like, I can't really.
Who was the bad guy? Oh, Taskmaster was. Who's the bad guy in Black Widow?
That guy that was kidnapping
the girls.
On the desk. Yeah,
he put the computer chip in his daughter's brain to make her Taskmaster.
Oh yeah, he was screwed up. Yeah, he was controlling little girls. That was his problem. Yeah, he was completely wrong.
Was he the one who was controlling the Red Room?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, they thought he was dead, and he was not.
Yeah. I'm going to say probably most of the villains had points. Like, they had some valid arguments, maybe, but methodology always, always makes your true motives come out to light.
Psychopaths.
No, that's true. They were born out of some kind of tragedy. Almost all of them, and they just took it the wrong way.
What about
and I'm kind of getting tired of that too. I'm getting tired of these sympathetic villains.
But that's thing.
I just want an evil villain, just
that's
bad for just being
you got
bad.
one.
Like, who does that though? Realistically, there's always a reason.
But there's comic books. I don't care. I mean, it's kind of like I just want an evil motherfucker.
Like there's no redeeming qualities for Thanos.
Like I don't want to be like, oh
but
man,
he still has to have motivation.
Yeah, like they don't need to have a motive. Some people are just crazy.
Thanos' motivation was to wipe out the galaxy to impress Death.
Yeah,
and I love that.
That
That storyline was so much better than what they
definitely.
did.
Like you're batshit crazy if you're trying to you're in love with Death.
First, how do you even know about Death as an entity?
Wikipedia.
She resurrected him a couple times, and
didn't she pull him from the Cancerverse?
The last time
Thanos had a little too many close calls with that belt around the doorknob.
She brought him back intentionally to kill, and when he came back in the 90s, and that was his mission, was to find a way to kill the universe, and she brought him back, a worshiper of Death, and he outgrew her when he discovered the gems. He found a way to do it, but the tool that he used made him more powerful than her, and that's where they got into a conflict.
You're right.
Great explanation. Great.
Yeah.
The Batman's latest, Battinson's villain was a bad guy. I mean, he was just crazy. He just wanted to hurt people.
Yeah.
Was that the Riddler?
Was it? Yeah, he just wanted to hurt people.
It was the Riddler.
That was the Riddler. Yeah.
And that's the Joker too. He's evil.
Yeah.
That's the evil.
Joker's evil.
Yeah.
He's giving us some of the best stuff. The Joker.
The Riddler was at least trying to expose the Wayne Foundation and all the fraud going on in the political structures. Yeah. Joker is just killing people to kill people.
So,
well, all his villains are kind of like born out of tragedy. Then that's why they're in the asylum instead of Blackgate
or dead.
Well, in the movies, yeah. But they're all victims.
Shut up.
They just took it the wrong way. They are.
Oh, come on.
They're crazy.
The system failed them.
Somebody did.
Yeah.
Somehow it's all Batman's fault. To the Batman haters, it's all his fault.
That's what they say, man. But
all Batman has going for him is plot armor, right? That's what they all say. It's like, okay, I can tell you never read a Batman comic.
Yeah. Since the New 52, like if you're reading, like he gets his ass beat kind of regularly in those comics. Post-Crisis and pre-New 52, that Batman was the prep king. Yeah. Since New 52, he's been challenged.
He runs away from a lot of fights after New 52. He leaves.
He's getting beat down from the Owls and to Failsafe to
he done lost his fortune to the Joker.
Yeah, he lost Yeah, he did. City's been overrun at least 3 times.
A brownstone, like he wasn't even in Wayne Manor for a while.
He's still there. Yeah,
he's still in the brownstone.
He's still in the brownstone. They pretty much told him, like somebody had told him, like you can't run through these resources like you used to because you don't have the resources anymore. So like he's got to like fix the cars and do different things, and different challenge. He's still getting around, but not like he's
in a bat.
Don't have
he's in a bat
and
Uber
everything anymore.
It's like,
yeah, when it gets damaged, he's got to put it up on the.
Doesn't the Ghostmaker have the resources now?
He does.
He's still rocking with.
He's financing Batman Inc. right now. He's leader of them right now. That's actually a good title. I'm glad they restarted that. That's one of my favorites.
And didn't Dick become a billionaire? Because he got what's his name stocks, but then he gave it all up and gave it away.
Something weird.
That's dumb.
Yeah, like
y'all dropped the ball. On that.
We need money to keep this going. Like I lost mine, and you got money, and you gave
and now
it
you
up.
got all the money. Like,
What does the Bat? What does the Bat family do for their money? Because they used to always rely on Wayne, and now, you know,
Dick had his own money because of his insurance policy, and then when Alfred died, he had stock in Wayne Enterprises, so he was technically a billionaire, and he left all that money to Dick.
Pause. No, but
yeah, pause.
All right, Jason. I can't remember what's Red Robin's name.
Todd.
No, not
Tim.
Tim.
Tim Drake.
Oh, Tim Drake.
Yeah. They used to all rely on the Wayne money.
Tim do?
Yeah,
I don't know what Jason Todd does.
I don't think Jason Todd knows what he does.
he probably just takes the money from the bad guys.
Rob's
I'd
nodding
expect that.
like
I would expect that too. Okay,
Yeah, you stop a drug kingpin. Well,
you ain't gonna need this money.
I don't got re-up no more. I got these keys.
Let me step on it.
Taxes.
Make some money. Step on it.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Got these bricks.
Shit, I can see that. Quincy, tell me more about the Justice League. What, 2 directors that they're talking about doing?
Oh yeah. So So, they're looking for directors for Justice League 2.
Okay.
I guess just a lot of good energy come from DC nowadays. Makes the week a little more interesting. They're looking for a director for that, but the guy they were looking for, the director of Flash, he turned it down. So they're still looking. They're working on a Bible right now for DC, trying to make sure everything's connected, makes sense.
Good.
And Cavill is becoming like somebody. When he talks, I'm glad to hear what he's saying. Like he recently had like an interview talking about what it means to be play a superhero, like what he expects from these stories. Some stakes, some good versus evil. Being true to the source material. Like he sounds like. So when Henry, this is just my impression. I have no proof of this. When Henry started, he was almost like an unknown, and he did what he was told to do. And the way he's talking now, it sounds like he's got, it sounds like he got paid, and he's got a voice in the room. I know we pretty much assume that The Rock does, but it sounds like Henry is going to have some input. Just the way he's talking. Confident, he's optimistic about things, and you can't have a DC without Superman. I don't know what the last management was doing. Like, as much as I'm a Batman guy, you got to lead off with Superman, and then everything springs off.
Yeah, Superman is the linchpin.
Right.
Yeah.
You had a face. You had he had a successful movie, and you just said, no, I don't want to make money. I don't want to have fans. I don't want to. I just don't want to do this. Like, that makes too much sense. So no, I won't do it.
Just everybody in that boardroom just having guns and just shooting themselves in the foot nonstop.
Right. Like, it just it just doesn't make any sense, and it's just good energy right now that's going on with them. And I like having a week where we can talk about Marvel and DC, and it's not filled with Ezra doing something dumb or Marvel, like whatever they do that week to annoy me. But it's been a good week, and Robert, I don't know if you want to talk about that video you put up what they plan on doing. And just one more thing before I hand it over to you, like the Snyderverse, like this cult, like because that's what I'm gonna call it now. Like it's the left and the right. I'm in the middle. So what I mean by that, I do want Marvel and DC to succeed. Like, I want the brand. It doesn't belong to one person. Okay, like Snyder, for whatever reason, they don't continue with him. It doesn't mean I don't want any DC projects. Right, it needs to continue. And like, I saw Gunn was having some problems, and like, I've been reading different things online. Just negative comments. Like, we want good DC material. Like, I don't care who's at the front of it. I mean, I do care as long as they're doing the right thing. But we just want a good product.
Right.
So like y'all just chill out, man. Like, just chill, man. Come on.
Yeah. James Gunn kind of listed the the top 5 characters that he wants to focus on, and it's basically Wonder Woman, Superman, Batman, Harley Quinn, and Black Adam. And they're using all the same actors, which is going to give that link to the threads that were already created by the Snyderverse. There's no word on if he's going to bring back Snyder to do any directing or anything like that, but all the seeds were planted when he created those string of movies, and that's where James Gunn is gonna branch off from. He's not gonna try to distance himself like the previous management used to do. That's how we got Wonder Woman 84, basically.
Mhm.
They're going to use what the fans liked and what did work, and because those movies made money,
Mhm.
They did.
and he's gonna, and at this point, it's all recognizable to all of us. We know all this. This has gone on. I wouldn't say when was Man of Steel was 13, right? 2013.
I want to say. I want to say 2012. I'll look it up real quick. But
Yeah, but it's gone on long enough that
Mhm.
that they're all these characters are as recognizable as those in Marvel, and they
Yeah,
just need to keep
2013,
going
yeah,
with
you're
them.
right. Mhm.
Yeah, so essentially that's the essential theme. I mean, there's a lot more detail in that video that I posted, breaking everything down, but the main gist is that he is taking the threads that are already there and working with those and going to continue on.
And
It doesn't mean tone is going to be the same. It means that the story and the characters and everything are going to be the same.
Very important.
and like I think that's what they should do. Like if Snyder's not going to continue, then have someone just almost like a relay race, pass it on and let just build on what's already there. The criminal part and the part that always upset that made me sad is that just talking about the Justice League, that's a strong cast.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Ezra, I don't know what happened with Ezra, but everyone that he picked, like they were good enough to lead franchises. Like they're casting rivals Marvel with theirs. Both of them did a good job. It was just the problem of the movies for some folks. Like Margaret Robbie as Harley Quinn. Like I know people didn't. There are few that didn't like that casting, but she's perfect. She's a star. You want to you're lucky
Mhm.
enough to get her, so use her
Mm-hmm.
in the correct vehicle. Like Cavill, Ben, Gal, Momoa, whatever he decides to do. Ray. If he wants to come back, then I would bring him back. But you build out from there. You got The Rock in his corner, and you have stars, legit movie stars, in some of these roles. Like use them, build on top of. As I always almost hurts to say it now, build on top of the Snyderverse, those threads, and just roll from there. No reboot needed.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, you got
Yeah,
a
to
base.
expand on
Yes.
it.
You got a foundation.
Oh.
All right,
And it'll save time. Who
Boatload of
needs to
time.
go through another 10 years of building it? Just start
Right.
from here and just
Yeah, the foundation is solid.
yeah,
Just use it.
you just use it. Nobody wants to start over. I know I don't.
No, nobody does. We're not. We're too old for that. We're old enough to remember the good and the bad, and I think that they're targeting a certain demographic, which we happen to fall into in all of our ages. They know that we as fans know the material, love the material, understand it, and they're going to target us, which is great. No need for a reboot. We wanted Cavill as soon as in 2014 we wanted more Henry Cavill, but now it's
Right.
2022 and they're finally giving us some more Henry Cavill. So I think they're doing great. I mean, like Quincy said, it's great to see DC and Marvel news on the uptick, and I think that DC should rally around Henry Cavill and The Rock in that order. You know what I mean? Because Cavill was established, and now The Rock is he's taking that baton and he's running with it right now. Then he's going to hand it back off to Cavill in 2 years, give or take. They're going to run with it. DC has a lot of great stuff going on. I'm very happy to see this.
And the DC universe is big enough where everyone can have their corner and kind of meet in the middle.
Yeah.
Like whatever story, Gunn, he's saying he wants to build to this big great big story. I think everybody can meet in the middle. Like, of course, you want some interactions to establish, a shared universe. But The Rock, you got this corner with JSA and those characters, Justice League, and whoever else you want to put in these other corners. I was upset that they didn't do the New God movie a couple years ago. They got canned. They need to pick that back up. And God, like I keep saying this, I must say it like every other week. Like I need some Green Lanterns. I love me some Green Lanterns. I need some Green Lanterns.
Yeah.
Like what?
That treatment I read about years ago about it being a buddy cop movie with Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart. Mm-hmm. That would be amazing.
Dope. That'd be real dope. And I think Guns has the vision.
Like Lethal Weapon in space. Lethal Weapon in space would be all that.
Imagine Jon Stewart saying, "I'm too old for this shit."
You can do that. You can have Green Lantern shorts or tales like the Star Wars Visions and this last what's the name of that thing, Jay? Like the Tales of the Jedi or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Tales of the Jedi is good. Like I don't know if any guys have watched. I didn't watch. It's real good. It's real good. Yeah. Even if you have like a bunch of shorts like that, like all that works. Like they would fit into that.
Big.
And that's kind of what Green Lantern Emerald Knights. That was almost 10 years old. It was a bunch of short stories, maybe like 15 minutes. That movie was great. It's a great Green Lantern movie. That's the best Green Lantern movie. Sorry, Ryan Reynolds, but you don't have that title. That's the best Green Lantern movie.
I think the Lanterns have a lot of story to tell. There's a lot of DC stories to tell. Lanterns would probably be the most interesting and deepest one, the biggest story.
Yeah, and if anything, they need to be the ones to lead the DC cosmic side for sure, because they are everywhere out there.
Mm-hmm. Yes, 100%.
Yep,
I agree, man. So yeah, moving forward, I guess we'll talk about the new John Wick trailer. John Wick, was it 17? 4. Kidding. No. John Wick, he's making money. He's killing people, gung fu, and having a good time. I'm looking. My wife was like, "Is this still really a thing? Is John Wick still a thing?" It's like, yeah, I guess so. I like it. I'm not gonna go to watch it at a movie theater. I'm gonna pull a J Pat and wait for it to show up on my little screen at home.
On Disney Plus.
On Disney Plus.
John Wick. It might end up on Disney Plus. John Wick. They own everything. Disney.
Yeah. Yeah, they do. I'm not gonna ask Mike if he saw the trailer. You'll see it Sunday if you're still awake.
It's called the mute button. The mute button pops.
Hey, there you go.
I watched it just for the night. I was like, all right, they're gonna want to talk about this. Let me watch this. But that's what I said. It was what you would expect. I mean,
I think hopefully get out, because he's been trying to get out for like 3 movies.
Yeah, what's that? He's still trying to get out for when he shot that person in number 2 or something.
Still trying to get the hell out. It's like a bad membership that you can't even. Every email you send that says, "I want to get out of this membership."
That hotel is vindictive as hell. It's like you took some of their towels and they are still after you like years later, man.
They were embroidered. Jesus. But no, I don't know.
I'm there for every John Wick they want to make. I'm there for it. Just like Fast and Furious.
Sit down, shut up. Mm-mm.
So they could take Fast and Furious to hell.
They did.
Nah,
Dom versus Satan. I'm there.
It's time. It's time travel in this new one, right?
I'm there.
No, there's time travel in what?
In the next Fast and Furious.
Kiss my whole ass.
Dom versus Hitler.
Yeah, I'm lying.
Just remember, if they're going to make a Fast and the Furious movie with Satan, it'll be written in the contract that Satan has to be about a foot shorter than him, and he can only get knocked down twice.
Satan has to be a midget. Satan comes out.
It's over. It's over. They're all getting old. It's
not Michelle Rodriguez. She's not old yet.
She looks old.
Does she?
Old.
Yeah, she's getting a little long in the tooth.
She's looking a little ashy. I'm sorry. So is Toretto. Like everybody.
Yeah.
Not Ludacris and Tyrese look a little old. Ludacris doesn't, but
Tyrese needs to do another Coke commercial.
Listen, you know what he needs to do? He needs to do a sequel to Baby.
That's what I was just about to say.
Yeah, he does.
And then he can retire. I love Baby.
How old is that movie, man?
Yeah.
Man, that's
like 30 years old.
it. Ain't no 30 years old.
Listen,
I guess it ain't 30 years old. It's like 20 years old.
20.
so listen, so is James Cameron's Avatar, and they're going to drop a new one in December. I told my wife,
I can't stop rolling my eyes when that freaking trailer
I told
comes
my
on.
wife,
It
the
hurts.
movie needs to start like with a black screen and just simple letters. 20 years ago. ... Now it's just
like nobody wants this sequel.
Okay.
Nobody.
Baby Boy came out in 2001.
oh Jeebus.
Okay. That's 21 years
Yeah,
old.
you ever see that, Rob? It's a hood classic. Okay, you need to
It
watch.
is a hood
You
classic.
need to watch
Got
it.
Ving
Good
Rhames
movie.
in it. I used to love Ving Rhames, man. You know how many times I watched Pulp Fiction?
I fuck
What?
with Ving Rhames.
Yeah.
Oh, dang.
Is that the meme you see with him rolling up on a bike?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Stealing your thinking this is mine now or whatever.
No, that's Debo.
No, that's Tiny. That's Tiny.
Tiny Z.
Yeah, Tiny
from,
Lester.
that's dude.
Oh,
Yeah.
Melvin. That's his name.
And
Knocking.
he was the president
you're
in the Fifth Element too.
Fifth Element, yeah. Okay.
He had reach, man.
I love that.
Yeah.
Fifth Element.
He can
I love the
stretch.
Fifth Element. That's honestly one of my
Zeus.
top 10 movies, man. I love it.
Oh, I love the Fifth Element. It grew on me over the years.
That's like my
It's one of
favorite movie. I love that.
Lilo,
Right.
Lilo
Yeah,
Dallas Multipass.
It grew on me.
Yeah.
Like I said, I have a Fifth Element tattoo. And that movie had to grow on. My wife has one too. And
Yeah, the first time I watched it, I was
we
like,
fell asleep on it the first time. Shit.
No,
You
you
fell
fell asleep.
First off, F y'all. And secondly, that was 25 years ago. I was in.
So you've got a track
early
record of
20s.
falling the hell asleep.
No, if the shit was boring, yeah.
But man, he just put up a 50-point game before he watched the
Had to put that work in.
Yeah. he just filled the stat line. Said, sleep.
50 points through overtime.
I was 22, fresh from San Antonio, Texas. I'm lacking.
Oh yeah, you was stat heavy. You was a athlete. You had Iverson numbers.
Oh, and Lackley?
You,
Lackley
you
was
had
nasty.
Iverson numbers, son.
Goodness.
MVP. You weren't yeah.
I think I was still in middle school when that movie came out.
Man.
Which one?
Fifth Element.
I loved it.
What year was it? That was 90s, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, that was
Never seen that movie.
that was when
did it come out?
John McClane was absolutely blowing up.
It's like 96.
Bruce Willis
maybe,
had all
97.
those movies.
97.
He had what was it? Armageddon.
yeah, 97.
He had Armageddon and this one come out like back to back on years. I said John McClane.
Armageddon.
He's always going to be John McClane.
Yeah. Is that his prime character?
Hell yeah.
John
Yeah, I think
McClane?
so. I would think so.
Yeah.
The ultimate Christmas classic.
Yes.
Yeah.
The ultimate Christmas classic.
Can't wait till my youngest is old enough to watch it because I'm starting a family tradition.
Right?
Die Hard.
Yep. Die Hard.
I'm going to make that ornament this year. I'm going to
great
make
movie,
me John McClane in the air duct ornament.
That's a good
I'm going
one.
to make that one. I'm going to make that
Yeah.
one.
Embrace Die Hard, embrace Lethal Weapon, and Batman Returns is a Christmas movie also. That's dead center in Christmas.
Yeah. Yeah.
Creepy Christmas. A Tim Burton Christmas.
And the Prince
You know how
soundtrack.
creepy those get. In that one?
Wasn't that?
Which one was
No,
Return?
no,
That
no,
was
no.
George Clooney?
No, that wasn't it.
Was that's number 2 with Michael
Michael
Keaton?
Keaton.
Returns is Val. I'm sorry. Forever is Val. Returns is Keaton. And then he left after reading the script for the next one.
At least he didn't have bat nipples, which is always good.
What were they doing at Warner Brothers, man?
It was the 90s, man. A lot of
A
cocaine.
suit got involved.
But it's just
Everything gets turned into a cartoon.
See, that's what happens because cartoons will kill a serious franchise quicker than anything.
Even if it's based off a cartoon.
Just look at the Ninja Turtles, man. Like they
Yeah.
were as hardcore as can be, and then
Nickelodeon.
the cartoon came out, and that's all people knew. The kids were on it, and they had to do it like that.
What?
Had
Oh,
one good
you're
movie.
talking about the original print comic being hardcore.
The old black and white comic,
and
yeah.
then they
Yeah.
turned it into the. Okay, I'm with you on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll never go back to that. It's not because Nickelodeon does own them, and they'll never put out anything like that ever again. Ever. It's a shame.
I remember watching a documentary about the guys who invented Ninja Turtles. It was written, the concept and everything was started in a 2-bedroom apartment, and these guys drove around literally in their car and tried to hand these books out to different people, and nobody wanted to buy it.
Was that Turtle Power the documentary you saw?
I don't remember.
See that
there
or
was
the
one.
Netflix, the Toys That Make Us.
That's the one. I think that's the one.
Okay. Turtle Power is like 2 hours and change.
I can't watch either one of them. They say the one on Netflix is kind of sad when they hadn't talked in like 20 years and they got them back together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I don't want to see that.
Yeah, it wasn't.
I mean, I'm glad. I guess it was a good moment, but I just don't want to. I'm all right.
Yeah, they had a terrible breakup.
Watch the Turtle Power one because the ascent was like it was crazy. Like the one guy was I think it was on that documentary. He was in like Ninja Turtle like costume or whatever. He was on top of let's just say it was a Pizza Hut or whatever. The streets were filled for Ninja Turtles and pizza, and they were like rock star. They were gold, platinum at one point, and I was all for it. I had all them toys back then. They had a good toy line back then.
I still have. I got Raphael. I got Raphael back here. There he is.
Pretty sure I still have the cassette for Turtles 2 somewhere. I got that when I was a kid.
The movie?
The soundtrack.
Oh, okay.
Actually.
Hey, did you ever find that VHS that you were looking for?
No, I haven't found it yet.
Oh man,
I gotta hit the local thrift shops, see if they got it somewhere.
Yeah. Speaking of VHS, my wife and I started watching Blockbuster, the TV show on Netflix.
How is that?
It's like The Office set inside of a Blockbuster.
Yeah, it's got a lot of At first, you were kind of thinking when is this set? Is this set back when there was still a last one? But then they started talking, and they're like, "Oh, this is set now," because they're talking about TikTok and stuff like that.
That's someone on the.
There's a lot of meta references in there,
I love
too.
the fact that JB Smoove is in this, and he's hilarious in this show. It's so funny.
As the landlord. Yeah. Freaking prick.
You evicted me? I wasn't supposed to be here when you opened that. It's like, I was going to get it any fucking way. I was like, what the fuck? It's decent. My wife and I watched it last night. Started watching it. She was like, I'm going.
Yeah, it's like it's trying to be Superstore, but not quite to that level yet.
Yeah. I always base things off The Office because that was where it all started, for me. Then Community and Superstore.
Talking about with the cameras?
No, just pretty much the writing and how things are handled.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not documentary style.
Okay.
And how the people are just super quirky. They're like regular, quote unquote, regular people. They're just quirky and the writing just leads them down some really squirrely directions, but it's just hilarious how they get there.
The random customer interactions are always the funny ones.
Right. And he becomes a small business owner, and it's a pretty decent show. I can't say anything bad about it. Not yet, because I'm not done with it. Oh, man. So, freestyle time, I guess. Anybody want to throw anything great out there in the universe to talk about besides Mike Jones' sleep habits?
Man, we've been freestyling this whole time.
I mean, we ain't got to label it.
Oh, yeah. Only thing I want to add is that we're talking about Kevin Conroy, but we need to also mention Carlos Pacheco, the artist. He passed away today or yesterday. Mm-hmm. I think it was today. He has been a legendary comic artist for years. I loved his art and everything he's done for both Marvel and DC, and he passed away. We need to mention that. This guy was great. Everything he did was great. And he's definitely.
I like that picture that he did of Superman. It looks like he's sitting on the moon and he's holding up the Earth. That's a really cool image that he put together there.
Yeah, a lot of those guys don't get enough respect during their time.
Carlos Pacheco.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
he's been around since a long time.
Yeah,
late '90s. He's been around for a while.
Oh yeah, I'm looking at his his CV right now.
Yeah, his art is dope.
Yeah, he's a solid worker. He's not one of those guys that like Joe Mattiera, however you say his name. He write a book and 2 years later get part 2. No, he just come out on time.
Oh, he did the Ultimate Thor. Okay.
No, he's good. He's been on both sides of the fence, and he's done for both Marvel and DC, and he's a good guy, good artist.
Oh, he was the artist for the Ta-Nehisi Coates Black Panther run.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, am I pronouncing that name right?
Coates?
Ta-Nehisi.
I guess.
Ta-Nehisi?
Close enough.
Ta-Nehisi whack Black Panther writer Coates.
He had good ideas, but he didn't know how to put it together. The second
his execution was...
He had good plans, but he couldn't pull the trigger, right?
So some of his plans were okay,
yeah, some of them.
Except the Wakanda having rape camps and all that other crazy stuff.
The second series, not the first series. The first series that was boring. When he came back with the Cosmic Adventure and the Space Adventure, that was pretty interesting. He just still didn't do it right.
Yeah, the Intergalactic Empire, it was a good idea.
Was it?
It was.
I like that.
Yeah,
it was a good idea, but his execution.
Okay. Yeah, I was about to say because I read it and I didn't. I was like, this is.
Oh yeah, like I said, it's
the idea is good. The way he execution, he put no. But the thought of them sending somebody into space and they're building a whole other kingdom of Wakanda and then bringing them back, that's an interesting concept.
It sounds good right now when you're mentioning it,
but the way he did it, it's like no, something is wrong.
It's
something off with it, man.
Yeah, right. Like, did I miss my turn? Like, it was just like one of those things. Like,
did I miss it? I missed the issue. I missed the issue.
Right. That happened. I was like, did I miss something?
You're right. Yeah, the whole time I missed something somewhere in this book.
There was a Venom symbiote in there or something at some point. Like, what's going on here?
Who was the guy who was running the galaxy up there? Like,
he was the dude with the Venom. He had
the suit.
And then Killmonger got it some way, and then it was trash. It was a train wreck.
I read some of it. Whenever they started talking about all the time shifts and different, the space thing just didn't do well with me. So I read a few issues more after that, but it lost me and I backed off. I think I bought like the first 5 issues or something like that, 6. I don't know, kind of backed off of it.
And then Bass became like a little girl, with like Converse, like Chuck Taylors on. Like it was like the dumbest shit ever.
Like Moondragon? Not Moondragon. Moon
like
Girl.
Moon Girl. Yeah, she like a sassy little girl with it was bad. It was bad.
Damn. Poor Ta-Nehisi, whatever your name is.
Like stick with the social commentary, bro, because comics is not it for you at all.
Like I said, he got better, but he's still maybe another series. But
He started at -10 and got to like 1.
Yeah, exactly. I would say 1 exactly. He dug himself out the hole 10 spots, but he still won. He still ain't,
Damn it!
Because you started off, you definitely weren't a comic book
writer.
Not
at all.
At the end, it's like, maybe you're a comic book writer now, but you're just a really bad comic book writer.
Shit. Oh man. Oh fudge. All right. Anything else, Quincy? You got something?
I was reading something earlier this week, and I don't remember what it was, so I wanted to mention it. Like, I forgot, so never mind.
I want to mention, for a 3rd straight week, I want to mention the hot dog pack on the back of Dwayne Johnson's head.
Yeah, that has to be a recurring
just for posterity. I want to mention the glizzy neck. So that's my...
We got to see if that website is open. glizzynext.com.
Oh, no. It's only... All right, I'm on it.
It's just a giant gallery of hot dog necks.
that might end up being a hit.
Oh,
people
man.
Just take pictures of people hot dogs necks and post them online.
There is not. It does not exist.
There's not a glizzynext.com.
There's not a glizzynext.com. Listeners,
not under
that one. Oh, did I mean 2 words? Glizzy neck. Okay, there's a rapper apparently named Glizzy.
So he named himself.
Yes, his name is Glizzy.
Sheesh, that name did not age well. He probably thought he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm making a nice, nonsensical name."
He even has
nobody will know what that is.
Merchandise. Yes. Really? No, that's.
Sheesh.
There is one more thing. Batman's supposed to be in the Blue Beetle movie.
Really?
Interesting.
Yeah, Affleck. Yeah, he's supposed to be in that. I'm just scrolling down the page real quick, make sure we ain't forgetting.
Yeah, I wanted to get on some of these challenges real quick and give us 10 seconds give us a few seconds to talk about some of these comic book brawl posts that you've been posting, which I absolutely enjoy because they tend to.
Yeah, that page, like, yeah, I love it.
They tend to bring out the best and the worst in people.
Yeah, some of them are lopsided, and some of them are really interested in matchups that you don't consider.
I hate it. Every time I have to like educate Mike Green on these characters.
Or calm down, Kevin. Kevin, calm down, dude. It's not that crucial.
So I know. So the one that kind of got a lot of debate, not from anyone here, but this is nothing to do with Black Panther 2, but I do want to talk about Submariner, Thor, Hulk strength levels. If you guys don't mind, like as far as the way I've always looked at it, that he was like tier below them as far as strength. Now, like I've seen him fight the Hulk competitively. I've seen him fight Thor before once, and it was not.
But you never think he's going to win.
No, no.
He gives a good run.
He's hard-headed. Like, he's never going to go the other way. He's going to keep going forward. And I've seen him get his ass beat by Sentry. And Hulk and Thor fight him like they're capable of fighting him. But that one got a lot of steam. Denver, Michael, and Kevin. I'm trying to find it. That one went a couple days. Those are always when you know the post is good. When it covers like 3 days, like they're still talking about this. Huh?
They come back. It's like, oh, I forgot about this shit.
Yep. I slept on this, and now I'm back with ammo.
I've been on Wikipedia. I have ammo.
Or you run it by some other comic heads, and they remind you something you didn't think of. You're like, you know what? Yeah.
Silver Surfer hand him his ass, though. Sorry.
Yeah.
Hey, but Black Panther put him in the chicken wing.
So, Black Panther's always whipped his ass, man.
He did. Put him in an unbreakable lock that not even a cosmic powered being could. Yo, y'all better get off of Batman's ass for this Prep King shit, because Black Panther's done some ridiculous stuff.
Yes, he has. Yes, he has.
Yeah, leave Batman alone. Yes, I'm a Batman fan. Leave him alone. He's not the Prep King. He's probably got bronze in Prep King.
What?
Yeah.
Yes,
he's top 10 Prep King.
He is, but
he ain't the Prep King.
You said bronze. Doom was Prep King, and then probably
Doom,
Panther.
Yeah,
Doom,
he's got a gold medal. T'Challa's silver
right
medal.
under there.
Yeah, but then
is it
probably Batman?
Do you think all these guys get prep? They have all the prep because they have all the money. You ain't never seen a broke dude. Black Panther ain't broke, so you ever seen a broke dude with super prep time?
I think it's just the way they think.
Yeah, it is paranoia.
Yeah,
like as well as
they all got that chess kind of mentality where they're always thinking ahead.
As well as Chadwick portrayed Black Panther. That's not the Black Panther from the comics, because Black Panther is not a nice guy. He's ruthless.
He's ruthless. He's vicious.
Yeah,
is he ruthless?
He is ruthless. He is ruthless. Like, he's a big contingency plan guy that gets him in trouble with his own people.
Yeah, all the time.
All the time. And Doom is just Doom. Like when you do these versus posts, and it's Doom versus anybody.
It's just like
it's like I know Doom's gonna win at some point. Like, I don't know who you could put him up against, and you're like, oh, like
didn't Doom take didn't he get like the blessing of Bast at one point?
Yeah, he got the Panther God to go along with his plans for momentarily.
Yeah.
Yep.
He walked up to the Bast butt naked, like, all right, let's go.
Right, like what kind of shit? He walked into Wakanda, talked about
butt naked.
and was just.
The Latverian walk through
What was
Wakanda
that? That
butt
was,
naked. That's crazy.
And Bash was like, she was like, yeah, you got a point.
Pause. What?
It was during Shuri's run.
Do more.
Yeah, that's
the one.
Another one of Shuri's L's.
Yeah. Was that Shuri?
Yeah.
Was that Shuri?
Yeah.
That was
it was Dumore.
Yeah.
It was Dumore. Yeah,
Wait,
it was Dumore. I thought that was her child. Was Dumore?
Dumore was after. What was the name of?
Wasn't he the king of what's it called? What's it called?
No, who just said that? The Mike's. Whoever just said it is right. Dumore was a different story, but
right.
I don't know what they called when Shuri. I don't know what that timeline or that story was called when Shuri was in charge. After he came back from, who did he see?
Because he went to
go see. He went to go see Submariner, and he was trying to get him to join the Cabal. He told him hell no, and Doom was waiting for him, and
that's when they jumped him,
and they sent him back to Wakanda in pieces.
Yeah, in a coma.
Yeah, he was out of it. But yeah, Doom ended up talking to Boss and making sense.
Oh damn!
And she was like, "All right,
just a man.
Like I can see what you're saying,
man. You got a point.
Boss isn't a good guy, man.
Girl,
I thought she's real fair.
She's not.
I think it flips. Sometimes they say it's female. Sometimes it's.
I thought it was a girl too, though. She's not a good.
At some points, I remember it not being a female. I mean, I don't know. You probably
from a line from the Ghostbusters. It's whatever it wants to be.
Exactly. When you talk about
can do whatever they want, really.
Yeah. Are you the gatekeeper?
Hey, just look at Zeus.
Yeah.
Just look at Zeus. Yeah. And Loki got a horse pregnant. And,
jeez.
Or no, he became a horse and got pregnant.
No, he gave birth to a horse, didn't he?
No, didn't he turn into a horse and got pregnant and then gave birth to like...
the giant world snake.
Yeah, the world snake.
Yeah. Norman.
Next week on Maury. You are the father. And the horse is like...
So, speaking of gods and giant world snakes, I have a cautionary tale for everybody here. So Wednesday was the release date for God of War Ragnarok.
Yeah.
I had purchased it, and then I went and did my grocery shopping. And when I got home, I didn't have the game.
What?
Huh?
Because I forgot it in the shopping cart, like an idiot.
Oh no!
Because you know how they make you buy it separately at the electronics counter before you go wandering around the store? Yeah.
Oh.
So enjoy whoever found that.
No.
It kind of pissed me off for the last couple of days, but I'll end up getting it. But hey, there's your cautionary tale to not to buy physical media anymore. Just buy it digitally.
Oh, that hurts me. That hurts, man.
Yeah, that's a hurt piece.
Wow.
Oh man.
No.
Yeah, I tore my car apart thinking it fell somewhere in between one of the seats or under the floor or something, and I couldn't find it anywhere. I was like, yeah, I had to have left it in the car. That's the only way. That's the only place it could have been.
You should have checked Twitters, man. Somebody be like, "Oh, look, I found it."
Somebody had you on security cams. Post office worker about to go crazy. Clear the area.
Rob come back with that click clack. Where's my gun?
Damn.
Why is he wearing the satchel?
Oh shit! Oh man, I'm sorry you took that L. That sucks, man. That's terrible.
It is what it is. It's my own dumbass, so I'm mad about it, but I'm not going to be mad about it.
Jeez.
Go digital, man. I haven't bought a physical copy in a long time.
Shout out to Terrence. Send us a link to what was it? Resident Evil 4, the remake, was $30 at Walmart.
Another remake of Resident Evil 4?
It was the PS5
pre-order.
They're gonna milk that to all it's worth.
Yep.
And I still haven't played it. It's crazy.
The fourth one?
Oh, yeah, I've never been in the Resident Evil too much.
I played 1 and 2 and
past 3.
I never made it back to 4. I heard 4 was great. They keep
the
making
first
it.
one is the only one I really got through.
Four revitalized the series, and then they overdid it, and Resident Evil 6 was like Call of Duty.
Mm-hmm.
It really was.
I'm just not into zombies all like that. So.
You don't like scary games?
Not particularly. I don't even like scary movies that much.
Me neither. Me neither.
Not because they scare me, but it doesn't do anything.
That's what it sounds like.
I mean, they're barely zombies after 4 anyway.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Say that again, Rob.
Said that after Resident Evil 4, you're barely even fighting zombies.
Yeah, that's true.
They've mutated into something else, basically.
What were they called? I forgot. It was some...
The Plagueis or something?
That's what it was. The Plagueis. I don't even... Did they say where they came from?
See, that don't even sound interesting.
No,
the Plagueis.
It is, though. Like, if you... they're, like, smart. If you shoot their heads off, like this long like worm thing comes out and they're chasing you. Yeah. Some of the monsters on part 4 were like crazy.
We clipped a lot of this episode.
Yeah, 4 was good. 5 was just 4 with 2 people, and then 6 was Call of Duty, and 7 went back to roots. I can't play that one.
Biohazard was just too much.
They went back to roots. They had like what's his name in there?
It was like
Geordie LaForge.
Well, one you didn't have. So you know, at every point in Resident Evil, well, you don't know because you don't play. Every point in Resident Evil, you get to the arsenal where you almost feel safe. Like you've got like rocket launchers and all kinds of shotguns and like Desert Eagles, grenades, and like you feel kind of safe.
You got a bunch of herbs. Yeah, you good.
Right. You got the weed. You got flash grenades. You got everything. But in this one, I don't know if I'm listen. I was all about scary games. I ain't got the nerve for it anymore.
When is the one with the 10 foot tall woman with the gigantic?
That was the Village. That was 8.
Was Village. Yeah, that was 8.
Okay. Sorry.
So
the big vampire lady.
Yeah, I put that
Lady Demetress.
I played that demo for like a minute and I cut the shit off because something was moving around. I couldn't see it. I'm like, I'm not playing this shit, man. I'm like, I ain't got the nerve. And I just don't have it anymore. And on 7, you're trapped in like this house, and this he's literally chasing you through like the living room and through the dining room.
It's the big dude with the hat on, right? The big.
I don't even remember.
Country folk.
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's not. That's not who you. It's not Nemesis.
Okay. No, it's a family. It's like I don't know what they were infected with, but they had like superhuman strength, and they weren't right. It was almost like the house in Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It kind of looked like that. And like you're being hunted by different family members, and like I was like, no,
you ain't got it in.
I don't remember how that went. Like there was a ship that crashed, and the virus leaked into the bayou, and it became like spore form. And so
I think I saw that they had to nuke the town at the end.
Yeah,
wait for
they might have
7
for 7.
I'm thinking something.
You think
else.
Raccoon City? They nuked Raccoon.
They did nuke Raccoon City. Yeah,
nuke Raccoon City. Yeah,
man.
Yeah.
What was that old Capcom game where it was like you're on a alien planet fighting insects and there was like mechs in it? I want another one of those.
I don't remember. What was
it? It was like an ice planet.
Yeah. Hopefully, you
don't remember that? Oh, y'all frozen on me.
He's frozen just like that. Yeah. Okay.
I kind of recognized what he was talking about.
Okay,
it was like wasn't it like an icy planet?
Yeah, it was like an ice planet.
Yeah, I recognize what you're talking about. I can't remember what it's called.
That game was so fun. Those are the kind of games I like. I like those actiony kind of games.
That's where Dead Space is probably the last like scary one I played, but that one it was scary. Then it just turned into action towards the end, and it kind of
that was EA. That was EA's influence. But the creators, they got Calypso Protocol coming out.
I saw that, and
that game is so violent that Japan won't release it.
It does, and I was looking at it. It's like
all about that.
Like it's like I want it, but like Quincy, damn well you ain't not going to play this game at all. So
Lost Planet. That's
Lost Planet.
I had to look it up.
That's the one. Yeah, I think they made like 3 of them, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember.
And they still haven't brought back Dino Crisis.
I know, right? Oh, but there are. What's that game coming out where it's like a mix of Anthem and Dino Crisis? I'm on it.
Hear about that?
Why are you going to put fighting robot dinosaurs? Yeah, I know what you're talking about. It looks very interesting.
It looks good. It looks like it's super fun.
You put Anthem in there?
It's Anthem mixed with Dino Crisis.
Because you're basically in a flying mech suit and you're fighting a bunch of clone dinosaurs that fall out of the sky.
Yeah, it looks wild.
Sounds wild. But something that Mike will never play.
No,
I know, right?
Not even a little bit.
Not even a little bit.
He's like, nah, I ain't playing it.
All right, man. Well, it was a great We got anything else? Want to throw out there? No.
Yeah, one more
One more
thing. Tosh just posted something an hour ago. Studio Ghibli is going to do a Star Wars project, and
nice.
that's really good.
Yeah, the food will look
What
amazing.
food?
Yes, Ghibli food.
Star
Ghibli
Wars
food
ain't got
looks
good looking
great.
food.
They'll find the scene.
That's Ghibli gonna make it look good.
We'll find the scene.
Oh yeah, it's the game is called Exo Primal.
I remember that one.
Yeah.
Oh man, Ghibli food in the Star Wars universe. Maybe they can like beautify the fact that if somebody gets a splinter, they have to cut off their whole hand and make them a robot.
See, but in the Star Wars universe, you wouldn't care if you had to get a limb cut off. Just get a cool robot hand.
Well, Tatooine, like if you get like a splinter, like to lose point, like they're gonna like turn you into a fucking cyborg. Like,
Yeah.
They're just gonna put you in another body,
Right.
and you'll never get a splinter again.
I got a kidney stone. It's got to come out. We got to replace it. We're gonna put an old
The
pump
reason
in it.
why the splinter hurts is you got all these fucking organs in your chest. Just take all these out.
Right? Let's rectify
Yeah,
that.
put an engine in here, and
Just gotta download your brain into this
You
thing,
get-
and you're good.
Get Thundercat
Now you're a
to swap out your
BB-8.
body.
you guys are overdoing it. Like, stop trying to upsell me. I just need a fucking Band-Aid, not Cyberdyne systems inside of my chest.
Cyberdyne. Jeez. No. Well, good. I'm glad. I mean, Ghibli's beautiful. I was talking to some people about that the other day, and they were asking about anime. And I said, where should I start my kids off at? I said, Studio Ghibli.
Yes.
Period.
Yes.
Yeah, their animation is always ridiculous.
Very good. Good stories. Good animation.
Not a lot of blood. Yeah.
Nah, the only one is probably Nausicaa.
Princess Mononoke. Yeah.
But that's really a good. That's a good
It
movie.
looks like Mike is signing out on us.
Uh-oh.
Signing out.
Y'all better hurry the hell up. I'm like, y'all over here just babbling.
Yeah, Mike.
Oh man.
We'll take the cue.
Oh, man.
I think we're good.
Whenever Mike lean back.
Yeah,
it's time to-
I don't want to upset Gramps. Let's get him in the bed. Get his robe.
I gotta open them more.
Take your ass to bed, man.
right?
And on that note, people, we're gonna put a bow on this and call it good. It was so much fun talking to you guys. 3 out of the 4 of us have seen Black Panther. 1 will not ever see it, and Mike's gonna go see it on Sunday. Hopefully, he stays away.
I'll see it Sunday.
We're gonna
Best
Can't
movie
wait.
since Infinity War from Marvel.
we're gonna have a review coming up. Hopefully, in the near future. If not the whole crew, then most of us at least. So.
I mean, I can review it.
Shut up.
'cause,
How you going?
Shut up.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Stop it.
I review my interpretation
Whatever. All right, let's tie these shoes and walk on out of here, man. It's been a great week. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for dropping in and staying awake and hanging out. So, you know what? Please like, download, and share our stuff. We're starting to pick up some steam. Thanks to you guys. Thanks to the whole crew. Episode 51 is now in the books. Thank you, QP, J Pat, that one guy, Rob, and Mike Jones Adams for hanging out, man. So please remember, people, be kind to all that you meet because you have no idea what they're going through. So until we talk next time, Multiverse Unlimited Podcast crew, and we're out. Mahalo.
Peace.
Yeah.
later.
Peace out.